Good morning, class. My name is Specialist Wesley Hopkins with Echo Company 145th BSB. We are here today to teach a class on measuring distance on a map. Retrain day for all those who are no-goes will be the 20th of November 2020 at 08 a.m. The risk assessment for today is low. Some things to be aware of is cold weather. It is cold. Make sure to wear your wet weather gear. You may experience contact with wildlife. In the case of seeing any wildlife creatures, avoid contact with them. Do not touch them. Do not pick them up. Do not play with them. We have had continuous issues with this in the past. It is winter, so there are slipping hazards. Avoid any icy locations so that you and your battle buddies can keep training. En route to the training area, there is a likelihood of car crashes. Make sure to keep your battle buddy awake while they are at the wheel. There is also a risk of dehydration. Before we SP to the training site, I expect that everyone fills their camelbacks or water source and that squad leaders have eyes on. The required materials will be a map, which will be provided to you at the training site, paper, pen, and pencil. These are required by you. Additionally, there's always the flashlight that you must have and your cold weather gear and wet weather gear as it is the winter seasons. From here, we will head to the training site. Welcome to the training site. The training site has now been opened. We will now conduct a demonstration for straight line distance, as well as following a road or curved line distance. Got 1,800 meters. For the curved line, that would be 2,000 meters. That ends the demonstration. Now that we have demonstrated, I will now go through how to do a straight line distance, starting here at this point in 0, 0 and 0, 6. I find the first point and I mark that with the edge of my paper, and then I find my second line. From there, using those 2 points, I mark. And on my paper that tells me the distance, which then I can head down to the scale and use that to line first the edge of that paper and find where that 1,000 meter mark, or whichever is the nearest mark, is. From there I will head back till that end marking line, and that will tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1,600 meters is the straight line distance from point A to point B on the map. To do a curved line distance, We'll use the other side of my paper because it's clean. I start out at the main point again. And from there, following that road, I will mark to the nearest turn, or the turn that I will be using on the paper. From there, I will make a mark on both the map and the paper so that I can use that second point as a reference for the turn. I will then follow that road and mark the next turn towards my point on both the map and the paper. From there, I will turn it again, and dependent on how many turns there will be, you will do the same. But for mine, there will only be 3. From there, I take it to the 0 once again from the beginning start point, and I mark out to the nearest, which is 2,000 this time. From there, I line it back to that end point again, and I see that it is about 2,150 meters. And that is how you do a curved line. Now that you've been instructed, you will have an opportunity to practice for 10 minutes with your battle buddy using the materials that have been handed out. Now that you have been given an opportunity to practice, you will line up in pairs of 2 and head to the testing table. From there, you will have an opportunity to do a straight line distance as well as a curved line distance. In order to receive a go on the straight line distance, you can only have an error of 5%. As well as on the curved line, you have 10% of variation. Now that everyone has been tested and everyone has passed, the task proficiency is trained. Again, if anyone failed, the retrain will be on the 20th at 8 a.m. Please return all equipment. Now that all the equipment has been returned, police call the area, ensuring that all the trash has been picked up and that we leave this training site in a better shape than we have received it in. Now that we have had an opportunity to police call, we will now check the training area one last time. Now that it has been checked, we are going to close out the training area. Commander, the status is trained for the squad that has been tested today.